Hey guys, I know some of you posted about these new AirPod Pros that are coming out today, what they're all about, what their capabilities are. I ordered them and I actually got them yesterday, the day before they came out. I have no idea how, but they just showed up at my door. So I've had the opportunity to wear them for the last 24 hours or so and use them in various situations, and you may be curious to see what they're all about. So I know as a practice owner, I'm curious to see how the technology is advancing and where Apple is going with these. So inside this box, as you can expect, Apple's beautiful branding. Under this, interestingly enough, they actually have 3 sizes of inserts that you can use. They had on the mediums, and I didn't like them when I first put them on because, you know, when you have, I usually don't like these types of headphones, and part of the reason why is because when you're walking, you get that pressure and that thumping sound, and I'm a runner as well, and I couldn't imagine running a marathon and having it thumping the whole time. So I put on the small ones instead of the medium ones, and they actually worked a lot better for me. So you open up the case, and they're actually surprisingly small. The length of this is actually about half or less the size of the regular AirPods. So anyways, I put them on, and immediately when you put them on, the noise reduction kicks in, and it's pretty impressive. You can pretty much hear nothing outside because of the noise reduction properties. Then if you hold this button down, and one of the things I don't like is before with my AirPods, I could just tap and it would skip or pause or whatever. Now you kind of have to position your hand exactly the right way to do that. So when I put them on, the noise reduction came on, it was pretty impressive. I held this down and it goes into what's called transparency mode, which I'm sure that all of you would be interested in. Now I have to say, transparency mode is actually pretty impressive. At first, I could barely tell a difference between transparency mode and having them off, other than, of course, the feeling that I know that these are actually inside of my ear. As I wore them a little bit longer, I could actually tell a little bit more of a difference. And then as I walked, I could still get that thumping, that pressure thumping a little bit, even in transparency mode, although it was much better than any other types of headphones like this that I've used in the past. So, but it is pretty impressive. There is no amplification at all to it, but it is really impressive to have them on. And you can actually make phone calls in transparency mode, and you can hear conversations around you while you're on the phone as if you're not wearing these. Same thing when you're listening to music. My son last night, he's a 2-year-old, and he was tired, and I put on Baby Shark for him because, of course, that's his favorite thing. And I could hear perfectly the Baby Shark and, of course, the music at a low level that I was listening to, so it was pretty awesome. So then this morning, I went and tried them out at the gym because I was curious to see if how they would work in background noise in transparency mode. Well, in noise reduction mode in the gym, they're awesome, and the bass and the sound is a lot more rich than I expected it to be, which is pretty impressive. But then I put them in transparency mode, and all you could hear was background noise. You could barely hear conversations, but it was just kind of an overwhelming amount of background noise. And so I walked up to people that were having conversations, trying not to creep them out, of course, to see if I could hear what they were saying. And it wasn't until I got 1 or 2 feet from them that I could actually hear what they were saying because the background noise was so overwhelming. So speech and noise with these is terrible. Because you just, in transparency mode, because you just hear so much around you. But I have to say, overall, they're pretty impressive. I do like them better than my AirPods, other than I think when I'm running or exercising outside. I think that I don't think that I'll use these. I think I'll use the regular AirPods because of that thumping sound that you tend to hear. So anyways, there's just some thoughts on it. Try them out. They are pretty impressive. I do like them. I like that they're lighter. They do feel pretty comfortable in the ears. And they do have some cool features, but for now, they're great for music, great for working out, great for, I don't think they're great for daily use because after a little while, after wearing them for 30, 40 minutes, they kind of start bothering my ears. So anyways, give them a try if you want, but there's a little bit of information. I hope that's helpful. Thanks, guys.